going to be the Mei. Actually, so just trying to get saucy playtime, I think. That's what this looks like if there's no actual strategic switch yet. Which that's a rough spot to be on the other side, right? The enemy team's just switching players really for the hell of it.
Yeah, especially coming from Atlanta. I mean, some other teams would do it as a right of ritual. But now both teams getting to it in the rain. They short out the initial neutral push, but Iris gets found by Shockwave early, and now the rain, they have to win quickly or not really go in at all. They're down too much healing. Gator ends up falling, and unless Hawk can be the hero, which he can't because he's down, that's going to be it. It's Shockwave.
Yeah, Ash really taking over in this comp. I mean, Shockwave showing that it's not his ability on the hero, it's the comp around it. So now that he's enabled to succeed, he's got this double shield to play behind. Then he really dominates, getting a ton of ultimate charge that fight. Two huge dynamites. And now Rain, I don't know if they're going to be ready for how quick he has his bomb available.
And not going to be a whole lot of chill. They just move in. Hawk goes in for the point blank rock. Vancouver, though, backing out a little bit. Shockwave's already built up a Bob. I'll slow things down at least a little bit. Vancouver rallying around the Bob as he immediately falls. The Rain, though, still pretty healthy here, Jake, as they look to rotate around.
Both teams have AM matrices here, so this is going to be that crucial moment. Players are going to explode very quickly. Both up instantly, they're both just brawling with the raw damage.
And Vancouver ends up being on top. Shockwave again neutralizes Edison early, lands a great dynamite that does immense amounts of damage, and the Rain are just losing these decisive fights.
Now Vancouver Titans, they bridge the most difficult gap. They've got EMP, they've got double tank ult, so this fight's all but a formality as long as they can stay decent.
Back out early from Dalton. On to Masa, the Rain though still pretty okay. They have to use
that. I didn't see the damage come through. I think somebody must have canceled that from KSA. That's painful.
Yeah, now Vancouver comes out. They brought the supercharger, the Rain, all in, and Shockwave and Shredlock again from the back. Dalton helping to set it up, and the Rain, I mean, they still got time here, Jake, but these fights have been decisively against them.
Shockwave wants to disrupt it with a flanking Bob. I think he understands the situation is a little bit dire.
Definitely. Amp Matrix has set the stage. Here comes Bob, a late entry to the fight. Dramatic entrance. And the beat is forced out to be early. Bob down, but the Rain, they use the beat so well. So the Rain, they are down quite a bit in time. Vancouver showing their strongest signs of life yet in the series, given how tough map 1 was for them. Now Dalton, close to an EMP. And Atlanta real close here. The problem is Dalton doesn't have it yet. Edison moves in and gets taken down mid-Deadeye. Hawk though, the front line still there. Gator and Hawk very healthy. I've seen this tail from Atlanta so many times before. Dalton's seen enough, drops EMP. But still good for the Rain there, Jake, to survive long enough to force the EMP.
Edison is going to get poked. Dalton, getting a little bit risky there. If Edison found a headshot, that would have been a kill. So a little bit of a dangerous game Dalton's playing, but I guess he needs to play on the edge a little bit. Titans still have 2 tank ults to use and a beat almost online for Car, so he's playing from Edison. Ooh, he finds one. Even just one is enough here.
Dalton in the back. Saucy getting poked down pretty early here. Edison getting... That was between Dalton and Shockwave. They double-teamed Edison there, and Edison just couldn't find the final shot. Now the Rain, that's the BS option. Shockwave falls.
KSA gonna switch over to the D.Va, but I think this is just a desperate attempt to eat the mail. I like that idea, but if the Blizzard does get off, they are in a world of hurt.
Onto it, the beat is out, the Blizzard is too. It's not Eden. It's over there, and the Rain simply just gonna push on through. And you know, I gotta go back to a few fights ago here, Jake.
Started with Iris popping that, popping that amplification matrix, and then the flux just led to a snowball of kills, all for Hawk. And look, he's got another one, so quick to charge it.
Walks out, takes down KSA immediately. Everything going right for Hawk. Although Shockwave in the back, you take down Hawk and Gator like that immediately. That's fight over. And this has been a really big round for Shockwave, all things considered here.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Rain are missing a hero to really challenge him. I think McCree and Mei are both heroes that have a little bit better matchups against the Sombra, but they don't do too much against the Ashe unless McCree can sneak up on the flank. And, you know, as we get the 3rd point, that's the hardest point, I think, to sneak up on an Ashe. You just play these uncontested angles. Dalton as well onto the Junkrat. I love this. Now I think the Rain's comp is in real trouble, but oh no.
Okay, Edison.
Full time. Oh,
he's on the payload.
surely not, DP. Surely not. They don't realize yet. No, they realize. I
Of
think
all
they
the
realize
heroes.
now. They can make it. They can make it.
They're
I don't
gonna
think
go
there's
back
any
and go
way
like,
this works.
they're just gonna go, why is McCree here? Of all the heroes. Seems enough, the Reign are definitely heading in with a lot of firepower this time around. In the Wizard though, that'd be a good start for Vancouver. Deadeye, Medicine, needs to be respected. Oh, gets KSA! Big moment here for the Reign. They lose Gator early, and Hawks down! The front line, decimated. Shockwave from the side again, Jake. And that's going to stop the Reign from finishing out here on Eichenwalde.
Yeah, I love the switch. By Dalton over to the Junkrat there, and I think Shockwave just all around long was really delivering.
It is going to be Ashe again. There was a moment of suspense where, you know, set up everything around the Ashe and then Shockwave goes Echo or something, but nah, I don't think Echo would really be the play. So we'll see how Vancouver goes in on the attack. Remember that they had a very good defense the first time around. We'll see if they can channel that into their attack. Shockwave right now looking, but there's the wall. Shuts him down for a little bit, and that's enough for Dalton to get caught in the back. Shockwave, though, the dynamite on the top does enough to hop. And now Shockwave, a great vantage point, Jake, to really land some damage. Finds Iris. I stumbled for a moment there. I had to remember which version we're calling it. But Iris.
Shockwave is a huge performer here, but I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough. Well, maybe it will be, though. That pick by Dalton on the Gator is massive. QT Masa knows how rough the situation is. He goes in for a kill of his own, but there's no way really you're going to go for that 1v3, 1v4 on Lucio. So the Ashe just absolutely took over that fight, and you know, for the Reign, they're not switching anything, so they still have confidence in this strategy. I think it started all right for them. That Mei wall was perfect. They got an opening pickoff. But the problem is that over the course of a long fight, this Ashe just does so much. You need to be not just getting one pick off, but I would say 2 or 3 at the start of the fight to make this Mei and McCree pay off.
And Atlanta, well, that's a good start. You take down Shockwave, you dealt with.
I mean, this is one of the places in the game. It's absolutely a great idea to do this. Oh, and I love it from Reign. They do not let these 3 players survive and spawn. The cart is pushed, the door is going to open, but Reign win another team fight right in front of the enemy spawn. And honestly, knowing the Atlanta Reign, I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're going to fight one more time here.
Look, I like this style of aggression. I think it's something that generally throws teams a bit off guard. You can get punished for it, but, you know, Atlanta's good at mitigating the risks.
Oh, Dalton going sicko mode with that kill. It's still a fight here.
Not what you see often from Masa, but Edison returning fire, finds Karkar, both teams down to Lucio, and hate to catch a flashbang in the face like that.
That's the start of a great fight for the Titans. Reign, they are stalling hard for a very long time here. This is quite annoying looking at the time bank. Masa back with a kill of his own, but surely this is too much. This close to the attacking spawn. Yeah, I mean, well, losing your Orisa early, that hero is probably one of the best long-term value generators that Overwatch has. Just dropping shields, dropping ults. Oh, and I love that spy check from Saucy. Catches out the setup from Dalton, so the EMP is going to be a little bit more awkward. And right to the cart, so Reign guaranteeing themselves another fight here. Very risky from Shockwave. He can get caught doing this.
All right, Shockwave taking on the entire Atlanta team and losing, as it turns out. And now, this is where Mei can get some good delay. Saucy spies back, and doesn't quite happen. Hack was good from Dalton. Vancouver keeps the pressure on.
Buck's still alive, still poking from this high ground. Edison is back to support him, but somehow, some way, this fight is going the way of the Titans. That play from Shockwave with the Bob was a little bit wild, but it was enough of a distraction for the Orisa and McCree to fall on the cart path. So finally, Titans getting a little bit of momentum, but the question is, can they finish this cap without Rolf? I mean, Batiste is a really crucial hero here. You do have Supercharger and EMP. Supercharger to force the beat, EMP to shut it down here, so I do think this is a very hard fight for the Reign.
It takes Hawk getting chunked early, but it was safe now. It goes on to him. Meanwhile, Edison finds Karkar. Both teams down to Lucio. Edison, Deadeye, go big or go home. Off to the side. Right now, can't find anything. Gives up a lot of pressure for it. Shockwave enjoyed the space. Vancouver should be their entry into point C.
Yeah, they do it with a lot of ultimates, so it does cost them everything in the bank. Masa holds on to this beat drop. Edison Junkrat to the Junkrat. I wonder if Saucy was switched off the Mei too, or if they actually won. No hit scan here isn't. I mean, I like the Junkrat, I like the Mei, but I'm worried about not contesting Shockwave. He's been a huge performer here.
All right, Supercharger down for the Reign. Let's try and make up time. Vancouver a lot to go. Shredlock immediately with the letting Reign a little bit more aggressive. Fever slowed down, and all right, awesome coming into play here.
This is where I think Junkrat really puts his heels in. You've got the Mailed as well next fight, so KSA, he's not on the Diva anymore. It's going to be a lot more difficult, I think, to eat that Blizzard because you don't have the mobility or the range, of course, on that Kinetic Grasp. Hack comes in on the Masa, but I don't think it's going to be the highest impact. You're still coming through this death choke into a Mei, into a Junkrat.
Well, Vancouver, they lead with Bob Edison getting pretty low. Start things off, playing a little bit of dangerous game. Gator and Hawk, though, keeping a good front line. And Vancouver taking a moment to breathe. The Bob out of the fight. A mini reset going on here, and they're just waiting for Dalton's EMP. The problem is Shockwave's down.
Yeah, heads up play from Dalton. He sees Raider trying to actually just push. I don't think he's going to drop that EMP if they were to stay passive, hide in the corners. But when they expose themselves like that, they gave up a 5-man EMP there. So beautiful work by them. And you got the ultimates to close out the map on Saucy and Hawk. They've got a lot of control here. Is it enough to shut down the offense?
Got the Flux in Saucy. Dropping the Blizzard to slow things down a little bit. The Rain drops the beat right after, and again, they drop the beat, they head right in. They head into the Flux. KSA drops it down there. Also, wow, that's such a good Flux. Shockwave knocking them down right after. Oh no, the Rain overextended to oblivion. And that's going to be Vancouver taking the map. We got ourselves a series.
Oh, that Flux Dynamite combo was absolutely filthy. Just cut down everyone.